How to make the most of a fresh start. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, and our idiom today for Supersize Your Business is a fresh start. Make a fresh start, get a fresh start, get off to a fresh start, give someone a fresh start, have a fresh start. Anytime we face a change or a challenge, it's an opportunity to start over, have a fresh start. Now, I dug and dug to look for the origin of this particular idiom, this expression, and I was left with unanswered questions. I could not find the absolute origin of this idiom, and it could be because it's been around since the beginning of time, the beginning of mankind, the beginning of everything. Every new day happens every 24 hours we start a new day and cycle over. So every day is a fresh start. And so maybe since it's been around all the time, it's hard to know exactly when the expression came into being. It of course refers to an opportunity to begin something anew, to start a new life, to start over again, to do something differently. For example, there's a lot of events that happen in our lives that we have an opportunity to have a fresh start after. I think of a new calendar year, a new day, I said that, but a new calendar year, the start of a new school year or semester. I remember loving going back to school every fall, and for years after I was done with my formal education, every August I felt like I should be going back to school. I guess I was well trained and brainwashed about the patterns in our lives. A new relationship is an example of a fresh start. Sometimes when we get divorced, I got divorced, and then it gives me an opportunity to have a new relationship. That's a fresh start. A new season in life. When we have children, my daughter and son-in-law just had a baby, and they're learning that it's a whole new ballgame. It's a fresh start. Or when our kids leave home and go out and start families of their own. That's a new season, a fresh start for each and every one of us. It's a new season of our life. Starting a business. Obviously, we're a lot of business owners here. Starting a business, selling a business, supersizing and growing a business, even losing a business can afford us an opportunity for a fresh start. That's a good thing, because in this time of COVID, people have to realize just because one door closes, another door always opens. It doesn't mean it's the end of our lives. It just means it's time for a change, time for something different, a new opportunity, a new chance for us to do, be, and have and grow into something more, something that we want to become more of. A job change, had lots of those in my career, or a promotion can be a fresh start for many of us. I inherited a whole division of a huge corporation, and that was definitely a fresh start. It was after I'd already had a fresh start by just joining that organization. Returning home after vacation, sometimes we need a fresh start. Going on vacation is sometimes a fresh start. Completing a home or a renovation project or any kind of big project. Getting married, getting divorced, but getting married, starting a family, all kinds of changes. Any kind of change is an opportunity for us to have a fresh start. Now, there's something called a fresh start effect. The fresh start effect is a tendency, it's a human tendency, to be all excited and energized and take a bunch of action in the beginning of a new activity, and then that energy wanes, and after a little time passes, we peter out. Think of New Year's resolutions. Have you ever made a New Year's resolution and then 2 weeks into the year forgot all about that New Year's resolution? Well, you're not alone, because 90+% of people do exactly that. Within 2 weeks of setting a New Year's resolution, they've already quit and forgotten about it. But there are keys, there are things that we can do to get and make the most of a fresh start. So when we're starting our business, when we're starting a new relationship, when we're doing anything new, a new day, every new day, I start every day with a morning routine. Why? Because I start my day off right. For a lot of years, I didn't have a morning routine. I didn't have any routines or habits that I did on a regular basis. And it wasn't until over the years and decades I adopted different things that made me feel good that my mornings start out strong every single day. So what's the key to making the most of a fresh start? Number one, it's to mindfully capitalize on your energy in the beginning, because you know you're going to have all this energy in the beginning. So make sure that you're making the most of your fresh start by utilizing that energy to the best of your ability, making sure that that's the time when you gain momentum on yourself. Because when we get a little bit of momentum, when we start moving, getting started is always the hardest thing to do, right? Do you realize that one of the hardest things most human beings ever do on any given day is literally to get out of bed? Getting out of bed is starting your day. You're going from a sleepy, comfy, cozy mode to action, awake, We're usually going from horizontal to upright, and that is one of the hardest things many people do every single day. So if we can get up with energy, if we can start things with the energy that naturally occurs with starting something new and capitalize on that energy to gain momentum on ourselves, everything else that we want to do is a lot easier, and it's actually a lot more fun. So I'd love to know your personal experience with the fresh start idiom. Other ways to describe fresh start are new beginning, clean slate, square one. Let's go back to square one. Have you ever used that expression in business? I know I have. Hey, we need to go back to the drawing board. We need to go back to the table. We need to go back to the negotiating table. There's all kinds of idioms that mean to start over or to make a fresh start in business. One is tabula rasa, or rasa. I have no idea what that means, but it must mean fresh start. Clear your conscience, start over. Share in the comments below your favorite, the favorite fresh start that you had. What is your favorite fresh start? I would say starting a new business has always been my favorite fresh start. But what's yours? Maybe it's relationships, maybe it's travel, maybe it's whatever. Share in the comments below your experience with fresh start, making a fresh start, getting a fresh start, giving someone a fresh start. And I will be with you tomorrow with another interesting idiom. What does it mean? Where does it come from? And how might you use it in your business to grow and supersize it and your life right now? If I can help in any way, if you have an idiom you'd like me to research and do the little background check on, please share that in the comments below. I love doing those. Those are my favorites. Is when I can actually serve somebody by looking something up, and I learn and we all learn together. All right, have an awesome day. I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow.